Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to call the full board for Thursday, June 11th, 2026 to order. First item is Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next is Invocation by Commissioner Lucido.
Thank you, Chair. Please bow your heads. Dear God, thank you for all the blessings that you have bestowed upon us. As we may all be unique and different in opinions, let our differences work together to represent all the residents of Macomb County. As the school year for many is coming to an end, kids will be out playing in the streets. Please ensure that they have a safe and fun summer. It is in your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, next is our adoption of agenda. I need a motion to
Adoption
adopt.
agenda.
Support.
Moved by Romano, supported by Wallace. Seeing no changes to the agenda, please vote.
Motion passes 11-0.
Next is approval of minutes dated May 21st, 2026, and closed session minutes. Need a motion to approve.
Motion to approve the minutes.
Support.
Moved by Goike, supported by Howard. Seeing no updates to the minutes, please vote.
Motion passes 11-0.
Next is public participation. This is the first opportunity for public participation for those who would like to speak for a maximum of 3 minutes on an item which is on today's agenda. There'll also be a second opportunity for public participation for those who would like to speak on any issue. Anyone from the public like to speak? Agenda items only.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. I would like to comment on agenda number 9B. My name is Christian Spate. I represent the Detroit Glazers, Metro Detroit Glazers, Local 357. I am one of 6 people who are a licensed, certified architectural glass and metal technician in the state of Michigan, and only one of 2 who are certified to proctor the test. So I come to you with unfortunate bad news. I'm here because there's a serious safety and compliance issue on the Macomb County CIAC project. And it's not just another building. We know it's an extension of the Macomb County Jail, and it'll be used to process inmates every single day. That means that the standards for the construction is higher, the risks are higher, and the county's liability is also higher. Yet on the project, Environmental Glass, who's a contractor that was approved for the site, they've been installing the curtain wall system with 1/4-inch tap cons to anchor the curtain wall system, and those are considered light-duty masonry screws. They are not structural, they are not approved by the manufacturer, and they are not capable of carrying the loads. They are not capable for the required curtain wall system, and especially in a detention environment. The manufacturer tube light is crystal clear about what should be used, which is in their installation manual. It calls for a 1/2-inch grade 5 structural bolt along with washers and rated dead load anchors. Those fasteners are engineered, they're tested, they're certified to carry the shear, the tension, and the pullout loads that the system must withstand. So just to explain the difference, the 1/2-inch grade 5 structural anchor has a shear strength of over 12,000 pounds per anchor, and what they've been using, which is the 1/4-inch tap con, on a good day in perfect standards, perfect installation, perfect concrete, it's only rated for 1,200 pounds. Huge difference. That's 90% reduction in strength. On a public building, it's unacceptable. On a jail facility, it's unacceptable. Where the people are processed, held, and moved, it's definitely dangerous. Curtain wall systems, they need to withstand the high wind loads, the dead loads from the system itself, vibration, impact, emergency conditions, and long-term wear and tear of 24/7 operational facility. We got the photos of the installation as well, so we definitely have the proof. We also have an example of the correct anchors that should have been used, and we have the manufacturer's fastener schedule that we can also use to confirm this as well. I also have confirmation that there has been no RFI, no substitution request, no engineering approval that was ever
You
submitted.
have 30 seconds.
Sure. I just would like to ask today for the commissioners, one, a full inspection of all anchors installed on the CIAC project. removal and replacement of any non-compliant fasteners, and 3, the accountability for all contractors who knowingly deviate from the manufacturer's requirements. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else from the public like to speak? Going once, twice. We'll close public participation. Next is appointments. This is waived to full board for the Southeast Michigan Council of Government, SEMCOG, executive appointment with board concur. This is a one vacancy alternate. This is for Commissioner Goike. So I need a motion to concur.
Support.
Moved by Grote, supported by Howard. Seeing no discussion, please vote.
Do you want this?
We didn't tell them it was going to go. Here we go.
Motion passes 11-0.
Okay, next is proclamations. I need a motion to adopt 8A and 8B. First one is the proclamation congratulating Utica Community Schools for being recognized as one of the best communities for music education by the National Association of Music Merchants. And the second is a proclamation recognizing Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Dale VandeVrede for receiving the Kimberly Cahill Civility Award.
So moved.
Support.
Moved by Haas, supported by Grote. Any discussion on these items before they're presented? Seeing none, please vote.
Motion passes 11-0.
Okay, Commissioner Grote, I believe you're presenting the first one?
And you are on it also.
Anybody here from the Utica? Okay.
You have it.
Come up to the podium. Oh, you brought them all. Good. Read the proclamation, then you feel free to speak. This is a proclamation incidentally by Commissioner Grote, Commissioner Sabatini, and myself. This is a proclamation congratulating Utica Community Schools for being recognized as one of the best communities for music education by the National Association of Music Merchants, NAMM Foundation. Whereas Utica Community Schools has been honored with the prestigious designations for 2026, joining approximately 20 Michigan school districts and 1,000 communities nationwide recognized by the NAMM Foundation. Whereas the NAMM Foundation rigorous application and review process evaluates key indicators including district support, instructional time, student participation, facilities and community involvement with all applications independently reviewed and verified by Wolf Brown, a leading research and evaluation firm specializing in arts and education. And whereas the students of Utica schools, including outstanding drum majors from each high school, I'm going to read these off, bear with me, guys. Emily Dennis, any of these people here, don't be bashful, speak up if you're here. I've got Emily Dennis, Keith Chong, Samantha Saya, looks like Chloe Canup, Madeline Gaybridge. Okay, Madeline. So, excuse me, Sophia Bowers, Jade Birdham, Nathan Siegert. Nathan? Okay. Mary Wierzeniak, Michaela Dempsey, Leah Boatner, Adam Harrington, Lauren Conley, Isabella Mamu, and Madison Mazzola represent the excellence, talent, and commitment that define this achievement. Now, therefore, it is proclaimed by the Board of Commissioners as follows, that by these presents, the Macomb County Board of Commissioners proudly recognizes and congratulates Utica Community Schools for being named a 2026 Best Community for Music Education and honors Utica Community Schools upon dedication to fostering creativity, collaboration, and lifelong learning throughout music. It is further proclaimed that a suitable copy of this proclamation will be presented today at the Utica Community Schools in testimony of the high esteem in which they are held by this entire Board of Commissioners. This is signed by Commissioner Sylvia Grote, District 3, Chair Joe Sabatini, District 4, and myself, Joe Romano, District 6, Sterling Heights. Come on up, don't be bashful. Introduce yourself. Come on.
Hi, my name is Brett Bays. I am the band director at Utica High School and also at Epler Junior High School. And I guess I can just say thank you for the recognition from the Macomb County Board of Commissioners on behalf of all my colleagues from our elementary schools, our junior highs, and our high schools. I just wanted to say thank you very much for this public recognition. And I have two of my student leaders here, and they can introduce themselves.
Go Chiefs.
I will. Hi, I'm Madeline Gaybridge. I'm one of the now senior drum majors at Utica High School.
Hi, and I'm Nathan Seeger. I'm the other senior drum major at Utica High School. I just wanted to say thank you guys for inviting us. It is an honor to be here.
Go Chiefs.
Yes.
We're gonna take some pictures.
Sure.
Let's take the plaque. We're gonna have to. You want us? Which pleasure?
Any way you want.
This is our director. You watch the director. How do you want us? Anybody can get in the picture. Come on in.
Okay. Should we go? Okay.
This is why it takes so long for our pictures.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great job.
Congratulations.
Keep up the good work.
No, I want to say it right. Okay, I had to make sure. I'm big on correct pronunciation of names. So, we are here with Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Dale VandeVrede.
Got it.
And we are acknowledging him for being honored with the Kimberly M. Cahill Civility Award. Now, usually I don't read all of this, but I think that it's worth reading. So our assistant prosecuting attorney has been awarded this prestigious award by the Macomb County Bar Association, recognizing his exemplary professionalism, integrity, and respect within the legal profession. This award is presented to a legal professional who demonstrates an outstanding commitment to respectful dialogue, ethical conduct, and the highest standards of professionalism, including fostering mutual respect among counsel, promoting advocacy, and upholding the dignity of the bench and bar. Our chief, as chief of the drug unit, he constantly embodied these principles through his dedication to fair and effective prosecution while maintaining civility, courtesy, and respect toward colleagues, judges, and all participants in the justice system. So I just want to acknowledge, and I hope you stand with me while we acknowledge our own assistant prosecuting attorney, Dale VandeVrede, in the receiving this award. To give this to you, our proclamation, and
Thank you.
please feel free to tell us a little
Will
bit.
do. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. As noted, I'm Dale VandeVrede. Excellent pronunciation, by the way, and Joe even did good without even hearing it. So congrats to Joe, because I have heard it said, spelled, pronounced every way possible. So again, thank you for having me here. It's an honor not only to be recognized by you, but also the Bar Association of the county. I think with this, for those of you, some of you may know, my father was an attorney right down the street at Cass and Groesbeck for almost 50 years. So it's an honor to continue his legacy as well, because I know he was very similar, and everybody that knows him has said the same thing. So it's an honor to carry on his legacy as well. So just thank you. It's very appreciative. It's an honor to not only receive this, but represent all of you in the county and the people of the state of Michigan. So thank you again.
Thank you.
Sure.
Are you next?
Thank you. Thank you. All done. Thank you. Thank you.
Good job.
Okay, next is our committee recommendations. So those who are in the audience and those who are watching, this will go fairly quickly as we've already discussed this in great detail in these actual committees. So first one here, I will take, this is going to be the Finance Audit Budget Committee recommendations. I will take a motion to receive and file 9A and approve 9B through 9N.
So moved.
Chair,
Moved by
Chair, if we
Howard.
may, can we pull 9B out separately?
Be out. Okay, I'll take a motion then. Let's start with 9A.
So moved. Support.
Okay, moved by Kraft, supported by Howard. Any discussion on 9A? This is a receive and file. Seeing none, please vote.
Motion passes 11-0.
Okay, next is, we'll separate 9B. This is a professional services agreement amendment for Partners in Architecture in the amount of $24,809 for the CIAC design services amendment in that amount. I'll take a motion to approve.
So moved.
Moved by Kraft.
Support.
Supported by Lucido. We have some speakers here. I'll start with Commissioner Walz.
Thank you, Chair. I do believe what was brought forward is something that should be looked at. I don't have a problem with, proceeding. However, I don't know what it would take or the rules to say, can we have this inspected? Because I do believe that it needs to be inspected, and we have put a ton of money, our own money, state money, into this facility, and we want it done correctly. So I don't know, like, the rules for that, but like I said, I don't have a problem with moving forward with the an inspection being done.
Commissioner Goike.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I too believe in the fact that they should be notified, but this particular item B was for extra engineering on the elevator shaft. But we still have to take it in seriousness if the tradespeople are telling us the 1/4 inch are in there and it's required for 1/2 inch. That's a lot of difference in weight. And that I do believe that we do have to notify the contractor and make an appeal for their engineering to go over them results, because most generally, if the tradespeople come on and make notification, they do it for a living all the time, and it could save us a lot of aggravation in the future. So I will vote for B, because that is about doing the extra engineering on that. But at the second notice, we still have to go forward on notifying the contractor. Thank you. Thank you for your presentation.
Commissioner Howard.
Yeah, I was going to echo what Commissioner Goike said about voting yes on this item for the design work for the elevator, but there's some serious concerns about the glasswork there. I mean, I built furniture. I know the difference of a 1/4 inch, and a 1/4 inch can mean a project falls apart, or 1/4 inch can mean the project stays together. And so to have a 1/2 inch difference on windows that is for the most expensive infrastructure project, I mean, probably in my lifetime here at the county, like in the last 30 years, I think we should take some serious precaution and look into that, because what I would hate is years down the line, 20 years from now, we have some major infrastructure issues because someone used the wrong bolt or screw or window. So I'm not sure what the process is, but would love to follow up from the executive's office about that. That's all, Chair. Thank you.
Commissioner Hall.
Thank you, Chair. I'm going to vote no, because we've been put on notice that there could be serious safety concerns here by the individuals that do this for a living. In addition, 3 times I've heard we don't know what the process is to get this checked out. If we approve it, there is no process. They're just going to move ahead. And we're going to have many of these types of issues coming in front of us. And if we've got experts, as the individual spoke today, I'm just not going to vote on these things. Thank you, Chair.
Anyone else first round? Go second round. Commissioner Howard?
Just the point of clarification, the item is really speaking towards the elevators, not the glasswork. And so we haven't, since I've been here, I don't think anything for the glasswork has been brought to us. But the item is the design work for the elevators. So just the item specifically is talking about the elevators, not the glasswork.
Well, if I can respond, we approved the contract for the glasswork. That was in the entire package that was submitted to us 11 months ago. Thank you, Chair.
Commissioner Kraft?
Thank you, Chair. I guess voting no, I don't think gets us to where we want to be for this item. As Commissioner Howard mentioned, this is for the steel for the elevator shafts. What we're talking about here is something different, and I just don't think voting no is associated with, what we all, I think, are in agreement on in terms of more, taking a further look into items for this project. Thank you, Chair.
Commissioner Lucido?
Actually, Commissioner Kraft kind of touched on what I was going to say, but I'll talk about it more during our commissioner comments. I do have an opinion on this item, but it's not about this item, but what they spoke. I'll wait till commissioner comments. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, seeing no other speakers on this item, I have a motion on the floor. Please vote.
Motion passes 7-4. Commissioners Haw, Perna, Romano, and Wallace voting no.
Okay, next is items 9C through 9N. I'll take a motion to approve.
So move.
Support.
Made by Haas, supported by Romano. Any discussion on these items? Seeing none, please vote.
Motion passes 11-0.
Okay, next is item O. I'll take a motion to approve 9O.
So move.
Support.
Moved by Haas, supported by Wallace. As stated in committee, I will be abstaining from this item as it would be a conflict of interest for me to vote on it. I don't see any other speakers. Please vote.
Motion passes 10-0 to 1. Chair Sabatini abstaining.
Okay, next is our Internal Services Committee recommendations. I'll take a motion to approve 10A through 10D and also receive and file 10E.
So move.
Support.
Moved by Haas, supported by Howard. Seeing no speakers, please vote.
Motion passes 11-0.
Next is Health and Human Services Committee recommendation. Take a motion to approve to 11A and 11B.
So move.
Support.
Moved by Haas, supported by Wallace. Seeing no speakers, please vote.
Motion passes 11-0.
Next is Public Services Committee recommendations. I'll take a motion to approve 12A through 12K.
So moved.
Support.
Moved by Goike, supported by Grote. Seeing no speakers, please vote.
Motion passes 11-0.
Next is Records and Public Safety Committee recommendations. I'll take a motion to approve 13A through 13R.
Motion to approve.
Made by Romano, supported by Wallace. Seeing no speakers, please vote.
Motion passes 11-0.
And the next item in that committee is item S. I'll take a motion to approve the Exxon Enterprise contract.
So moved.
Moved by Lucido, supported by Howard. Seeing no speakers, please vote.
Motion passes 11-0.
Okay, next is our ordinances. This is ordinance 2026-08, ordinance amending our enrolled ordinance number 2025-02, fiscal year 2026 for the comprehensive general appropriations ordinance to amend the budget and appropriations. Need a motion to adopt.
Motion to adopt.
Moved by Romano, supported by Kraft. Seeing no speakers, please vote.
Motion passes 11-0.
Next is our board office update. We need a motion to receive and file.
So moved.
Moved by Hawes, supported by Wallace. Crystal?
Good afternoon. So I thought this was going to be shorter because it's only been a few weeks, and as I put it together, it grew. However, I will keep it brief. As I mentioned last month, Savannah was going to start making sure the commissioners are aware of the different grand openings and ribbon cuttings in their district. And I think that the commissioners have found that beneficial because she's done almost, I think, 20 tributes and been at a handful of those events on behalf of commissioners. She actually attended one at Velocity, and it was for a marketing firm for nonprofits, and a bunch of the nonprofits were there, so she was able to go around and let them know about our casual day program and how to look for that and when to look for that. So I think it'll be very valuable to have her out there at these events, helping commissioners and representing commissioners and letting the public know about the other programs that our office offers. Everyone should have a business card order form at their desk. If you return those to us before you leave today, we'll get those ordered before we see you next. The next part of our new branding is the updated email signatures. So watch for an email from Luke with the instructions on how to set those. If you need help at all, feel free to call the office or stop by and he can walk you through that. I thought this would be a good time to talk about our constituent process now that we have IQ and we've been using it for a while and we have a communications person that's pretty settled. When we receive a call or an email, or even if someone walks in the office and they want to speak to their commissioner, our process is not only to log it in IQ, which we want to take advantage of the investment we made in that system, which is really paying off, but also to gather the information the commissioner needs before we pass that message on to the commissioner so that when they do call the constituent back, they have the answer that they need or the resource that we need to refer them to, or whatever we can do to put together before we pass it on to you. We're going to put that information together and then reach out to the commissioner and give them the opportunity to call them back, email them back. We can even answer them on your behalf. But that is part of our step in handling those constituent concerns when we receive them. And as I said, everything is logged in IQ, so the next time that constituent might reach out, whichever staff person receives that call or email, we have the full thread of what's happened there. We know if and when the message was passed on to the commissioner. And it's also helpful if we know if you've talked to them so that we can update our records. Our May Older Adult Advisory Committee meeting was held at Rare in East Point. And I believe Commissioner Lucido found a possible candidate for her vacancy. So we did have a few members of the public there. It was pretty well attended and hopefully will pay off for that. Our upcoming event is Yoga at the Hill at the end of July. It's a fun day. We're usually done pretty early if you can make it. It is held rain or shine. If it does rain, we're under the pavilions. Luckily that hasn't happened yet, but we do hold it either way because the rain wouldn't stop them. Everyone's under the pavilions. So they do have all levels, beginners, advanced, chair yoga, kids yoga, so feel free to bring or invite your family and friends. And please consider donating a gift card to a local business because we do those raffles right in the middle, right between the two classes. I have our May Hunch Free and social media stats. We posted We average more than one post a day. We did have a lot going on, so we had a couple days where we had to post more than once. The commissioner highlights continue to perform the highest each month. They did a lot of website updates as we closed out a lot of the different events and programs that we just finished in the spring. And they also covered a lot of our events and did not only the photos, but the reels for Tri-County Summit, the Green Schools at the Zoo, our volunteer recognition reception, and they were also at the older adult meeting at Rare. They did photos at the Breakfast of Nations and Governor's Luncheon. They created the new email signatures that Luke will be sending to you and updated our OAAC brochure. The May IQ stats are on the back. The large jump in May is due to Yoga at the Hill registrations. Those all come in as messages. Again, our top service category was roads. We did check for any cross-district issues, as Commissioner Howard asked a couple months ago, and there weren't any. And all of the issues are closely monitored by staff, so we would identify if there was something like that and be able to let the commissioners know if there was something they could work on together. And there were several districts without services for the month of May. The reason District 9 is so high is because we had one side of one street that each individual resident contacted our office. But it was a roads issue, and we have a really good relationship with the roads department, so we were able to work with them to get that answer and get all the information commissioners that are needed to handle that. And just some final reminders. A couple of county holidays that are coming up. Juneteenth next Friday, June 19th, and Independence Day will be observed on Friday, July 3rd. I added the reminder to use the main number mostly because heading into summer with the gap in meetings, a lot of times staff will take advantage of that to take their time off and vacations, so please just call the main number. If you call them on their cell phone, they will probably answer, but they won't be in front of their computer, and they'll want to help you, but it's just easier if you call someone who is working and has the answer right there. And we're all cross-trained, and if we don't have the answer right at our fingertips, we'll be able to get right back to you with that. And then additionally, if you can help us remind others to call the office for things like agenda item requests, even letters of support, when they're reaching out to commissioners directly and they don't include us, it usually takes several additional days for them to get that answer. So if a department reaches out to you looking for something like that, just let them know to contact the office. A letter of support we can usually turn around the same day. Usually those they only have a couple days and they're asking for that back. So if they call you or you notice we're not on the email, please let them know. Reaching out to us is the quickest way. It'll make it easier for you and them and us. And as the parades and festivals and everything are kicking off for summer, please remember to continue to send us photos from the events that you're attending. And if you still owe us a Father's Day photo, please don't forget to send that. And schedule your community clip videos if you haven't done so. So speaking of the parades and the different events, if you haven't done your video and you plan on attending something in the near future, let us know and we can get that scheduled. And then finally, please stay after the meeting today for a quick clip. We'll make it very quick. We'll just gather like we do for a casual day photo and do something quick.
Thank you, Krista. Commissioner Wallace.
Thank you, Chair. Great presentation, Crystal. It's always a great update. Our team, our staff is amazing, and I just wanted to shout out Savannah for the extra work and just showing up. And your haircut looks amazing. So I just wanted to give you guys a shout out because you're doing amazing work.
Michael, your haircut looks good too. You're welcome.
Any other questions for Crystal? Mr. Perna.
Very minor on these ID calling cards, just one phone number on them?
If you want a different or an additional phone number, just let us know or write it on there before you turn it in.
I'm putting your phone number on mine, Jim.
Yeah, there you go. Any other questions?
And just to add to that, we do by default use the main number because like I just said, if they do call us first, we'll gather the information you need to call them back. So if you want to use the main office number, we're more than happy to help with that.
right. Seeing no other questions, please vote.
Motion passes 11-0.
Okay, next is public participation. This is the second opportunity for public participation for those who would like to speak for a maximum of 3 minutes on any issue. Anyone from the public like to speak?
Good afternoon again, Commissioners. Please forgive my ignorance. In respect to the vote on 9B, I do understand that it was about the elevator design, so I definitely can appreciate all the yes votes and the no votes. Thank you. One thing that I did want to point out, though, I wanted to make it abundantly clear, and again, forgive my ignorance for not knowing all the details because I'm an expert in glass and metal, not necessarily all things Commissioner, so forgive my ignorance. But I wanted to present the opportunity to you guys because I know that Commissioner Howard and Commissioner Goike might know their way around, you know, hardware and fasteners. They might know what a 1/4-inch TAPCON is, but a lot of you probably are looking at me like I'm speaking an alien language. So I wanted to allow you to understand the severity of the situation and what happens with new buildings. They shift, they move, they settle. And when we're talking about anchors that's holding up an entire glass wall that's thousands and thousands of pounds per square foot, you have to have the right things to use. And if there's not, when the building shifts, the anchors could shear. That's when I was talking about that shear strength. And the difference of 12,000 pounds to 1,200 pounds is a huge difference. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to give you the opportunity, because you don't have to be an expert to see the difference when you're talking about in the physical. I have examples of the screws that they use. This will be a 1/4-inch TAPCON. This will be the 1/2-inch bolt that they are spec to use, manufacturer differences. Now, if you held these in your hands, you'll be able to see the weight difference, the thickness difference. There's a complete difference in strength. This is used to hold up paper towel holders, and this is used to hold up glass walls. If you guys would like to fill them, you have the perfect opportunity to. That way, like I said, you don't have to be an expert to know the difference between these. I can leave them here. I can pass them around however you guys want to see it, but I just wanted to extend the opportunity so you can see the severity and the importance of me coming to you guys and telling you. This wasn't about, it never was about us getting the work. It's about Macomb County getting the product that they paid for, and about it being safe in respect to the trade. So if you guys would like, they're here, the anchors that they're using versus the anchors that they are supposed to use. So please feel free. Thank you.
Thank you. You could leave them right there on the table.
Sure.
And we will circulate them. Thank you so much. Anyone else from the public like to speak? Going once, twice. We'll close public participation. Next is our other board and commission updates. Do we have any updates from any other boards or committees? Yes, we do. Commissioner Kraft.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Real quick, there was a CMH conference the last few days. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I'll tell you next month. But we did have our votes for leadership for community mental health, and our leadership is staying the same. So I will remain chair. Selena Schmidt will be vice chair, and Lori Phillips will be secretary treasurer for the next year. So excited to carry on the torch for another year and keep you guys updated best we can. We're just waiting on the state budget at this point to see what happens with how it affects us. Hopefully in the next few weeks, we'll have a better picture. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Commissioner Wallace.
Okay, I also was not at that conference, so I do not know either. Phil made an update about our leadership. Phil will always be the leader of, he thinks he has the out, but he does not. So these updates that he gives are funny. Yeah. So as far as MAC, we are constantly trying to work on behalf of counties, of course. We're still working on partnering with NACO to get things like transportation dollars to the county instead of going straight to the state, because clearly there is a delay there, and sometimes the money that goes to the county is a little shorter than was expected because it goes through the state. So that is a fight that we will continue, and that is one that I am on personally, so I'll keep you updated as it goes on. Just a reminder that we do have our NACO conference in New Orleans coming up. I know Crystal sent out an email, so if anyone is planning on going to that. It will be a great time, very, very hot. So be prepared for that, but nevertheless, a great time. And I think that is it for my boards. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Haw.
Thank you, Chair. This next Thursday, the chairman and I will be having 3 consecutive retirement board meetings beginning at 8:30. So I'm inviting anybody that would like to attend, feel free.
Should we
Thank
call
you,
ahead
Chair.
of time, let you know we're coming?
Yeah,
Okay.
do that.
It was 8:30 next Thursday, just to be clear. Commissioner Goike.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm going to bring up the favorite subject of updates on the north end about the data center stuff. Been working with the township supervisors and their boards on their ordinances. Most of them have got moratoriums going on right now, and trying to get an education out there. There's been some action at the state level. That's one thing. It seems like the Michigan residents are very, I think it's the fear of the unknown is what the major thing is, but I've been trying to update of things to put into their ordinances that will be positive, so that they can, be prepared, because we know in zone communities that you can only hold off so long, and then if there's a really big push with a lot of money, they can go forward with it. But as an update, if you want me to go into details on all the suggestions, it's basically if we were, at the Tri-County Summit, we had everything that speaker did, plus a few other issues that I've been recommending to them. So, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Lucido.
Thank you, Chair. So I know some of you guys probably already, because you guys attend different drain board meetings, but some of you don't. So a little update on some of the drain board meetings. When we allocated our ARPA funds, this board allocated $40 million to the drain, to upgrade some of our drains and different catch basin, and one of them being located at Chapatin down at 9 Mile. And the reason for doing these upgrades is so we wouldn't spill over into Lake St. Clair when we have these large rain events. And on a good note, since we finished that project, which has been like 11 months or 10 months, we have not had one spillover. There's been multiple times that EGLE has actually called our engineers asking for the numbers, expecting us to have spilled, and we haven't. So the money is definitely working. Those projects are working, and we are hopefully improving our water quality in Lake St. Clair due to that. Thank you.
Thank you. Great news. Commissioner Howard.
Hey, just an update on MAC, because I listened to Commissioner Lucido and applied to be on a committee like 2 years ago, and then they put me on 3 that I didn't know I was joining 3 different committees. But when we talk about Macomb County leading in spaces, like it's been really helpful to talk about to the MAC board about they're going to Lansing to lobby and or advocate for certain things for counties. And when we were going through the platform for this year and talking about not good governance, but the general government platform, it was great to see like Macomb County's influence in that. So some of the stuff that we learned through our housing, what is it called? The thing that Andrew did in looking at housing, our regional housing assessment. Like I was able to take some of those ideas and discuss that with the MAC board as they are preparing to go to Lansing to advocate for those things that are particularly what we need, but are going to be helpful for the state as a whole. So if anybody wants to join, I would love to have some more Macomb County folks on the Judiciary Committee, Infrastructure, or Finance and Good Governance. Thank you, Chair.
Commissioner Romano, did you raise your hand?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Commissioner Grote.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just want to say that SEMCOG meeting, the next General Assembly is in McClemens. So for commissioners that usually don't come to the meetings, is Emerald Theater. Starts at 1 o'clock next Thursday. So please sign up. I'm going to send you a text. And welcome Commissioner Goike on board. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I'm seeing no other updates there. We'll go to commissioner comments. Commissioner Haw.
Thank you, Chair. Saturday, Roseville is having their Rose Fest. It's fun, food, and fireworks. All are welcome.
Favorite.
And I do have to tell Crystal that Rare is in Roseville and not East Point. Where did she go? That's all I have, Chair.
Commissioner Kraft.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just want to thank the gentleman for coming today and giving us that presentation. We appreciate that. And a little bit on the commissioner side of things, we do have quarterly updates about that project from the folks that are building it over there. And so I think that might be an appropriate time for us as commissioners to dig in a little bit deeper in a public setting as to what the gentleman brought up and expressed today. We can do some legwork in the meantime, but I think that would be the better forum to have that conversation. And I want to thank you guys for bringing that to our attention. I've built, fixed, and repaired things, nothing of that nature. So the visual definitely helps. So thank you guys for being here today. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Lucido.
Yes, thank you, Chair. Yeah, I'd like to thank them also for bringing our attention to definite possible problem when it comes to the building of the CIAC. We're investing a lot of money in that project, and I definitely don't want to be taking any shortcuts. I want to make sure it's done right because it is a very, very large investment. So I do appreciate you guys coming forward. I agree with Phil Kraft that we do have our quarterly updates, but at the same time, if that engineer is taking shortcuts, they're not going to tell us at that quarterly update. So it might be something that we might want to discuss in getting an outside just inspection going there. I don't know how much that would cost, just to have someone run through and just make sure that everything is going up to code. So thank you. That's all I have, Chair.
Commissioner Howard.
Yeah. Not going to beat a dead horse. I agree with what Commissioner Kraft and Sarah said. We definitely need to make sure that it looks at so we don't have a long-term impact and it costs Macomb County taxpayers more down the line. And then just wanted to acknowledge Juneteenth and the 4th of July that are coming up. Two of my favorite holidays. In my opinion, Juneteenth is like the completion of 4th of July, and my daughter might be born on Juneteenth, so I'm super excited for that. If you guys are haven't decided to attend a celebration, I am a part of Madison Heights Juneteenth celebration that will be held on the 20th. I may or may not be there pending, childbirth, but it's an amazing celebration. We have music all throughout the day. It starts at 12 at their City Hall Park. And some amazing bands from across the state coming up to play. Some of them are from Macomb County. So it's a great event, plenty of food trucks. So just right across the border in DeQuinder at Madison Heights is the Juneteenth celebration. I sit on the board of the org that organizes it. So great regional event. Thank you.
Commissioner Wallace.
Thank you. Man, I am on a roll talking today. Mount Clemens is also having a Juneteenth event. You all are welcome to come. Again, just ditto with Commissioner Lucido. Commissioner Kraft said about the inspection and how much money we've put into this project, and it definitely needs to get looked at. Thank you guys for coming and bringing this to our attention. Last thing, I know Commissioner Kraft still has to do his video. He has like a fly festival coming up, so
They're already here.
so grab him before he leaves. Thank you.
Commissioner Romano.
Thank you, Chair. In reference to the gentleman's statements regarding the size of the bolts or screws, there's always three sides. It's their side, the people that we've hired to do this committee, that's their side, and then it's the actual truth of what's coming out. So before we judge or make any statements, I think it's wise, as the other commissioners have mentioned, let's hear from the people that are doing the intake to find out and refute or come up with what their statements are as why they're using the materials that they're using. That's all I have. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Just to kind of finalize here the comments really quick. So, today's vote was specifically related to the elevator design. That's why I did support that. In regards to this issue that you did bring up about the bolts, I actually have a meeting on Tuesday morning in regards to the project, so it'll be discussed Tuesday morning first thing. I know the project right now is at 45% completion. That's where it is. But we do appreciate you being here today and making us aware of the issue, and we certainly will follow up with it. So that being said,
motion to adjourn.
Made by Romano, supported by Wallace. Please vote.
What are we taking pictures at?
Motion passes 11-0.
Here?